Hello, how's it going? So, I'm in the middle of a wild camp at the minute, and I got a new bit of kit that I'd like to test out, and I'm excited for it. I've had a look online to see if I could find any other reviews, but I couldn't find any, so I think maybe one or two, so I thought I would do one and give it a go, put it through its paces. Yeah. So, we're talking about the OEX Ultralight 7R. Now this is, I'm super excited for this because I've had like long multi-day hikes before. I've done them in sort of springtime, and I used the Flux 5 for that, and it was all right, but I did feel a bit cold. And I mean, they did release, I think, was it a 5R that they released? It was Traverse, I think, OEX Traverse 5R or something like that, and that was massive. The pack size for that was just, I just couldn't justify it. I mean, I use at the minute for summer anyway, a Trekology UL80, which is great. It's like, don't know if you can hear that plane. Perfect timing. It's 10 centimeters thick, so you can back sleep, side sleep on it. It's just fine. You've got no problems. But before that, I had Traverse 2.5, I think, which again just is huge. The pack size is just huge. But this, to say you have a 7.2 R rating in this package and for this price point, I think I picked this up for about £55 from Go Outdoors, is insane. It's absolutely crackers. So I'll get it. I'll get it set up now. I'll show you how it sets up. I mean, if you've used, I know Flux 5 is a super popular mattress, so a lot of people will have probably used that or seen it. It's got the drawstring inflation system in the thing, but I mean, it is an option to use, and it's a lot quieter, but it does take a lot longer. And I think a lot of people have a flex tail these days, which is what I've got somewhere. Here we go. So it'll inflate it in no time, but straight off the bat, when you get it out, you can tell that it's got like foil in it. It's got a nice crinkle to it. I say nice, it could be annoying if it's a loud crinkle all night, but that's what we're here to find out. So I'll get this going. If I can find the nozzle, there we go. Right, okay, so that's inflating now, it's doing its thing. So the depth of the 7R is 7.5 centimeters deep, which isn't far off the UL80, which I'd be interested to see how well it holds up to side sleeping. The Flux 5 was 5.5 centimeters deep, and yeah, there was no hope of, I'm just trying to think, because I don't have it anymore, but when I did have it, there was no hope of side sleeping on it. The pack size is a bit bigger than the Flux 5, but it's going to be. But it's not a lot. The Flux 5 was 0.54 kilograms, and this is 0.77 kilograms, so it's pretty good. I know some people are really into the ultralight camping, and every gram sort of counts, but I'm not. Not me personally. I don't really mind, as long as, I mean, that's a perfect pack size for it. I think it depends on what you had first. So the Traverse, because it was so big, that's like spot on. I think we're done over there, so I'll bring you back round. We're in business. Okay, that's it. This is it up. I'll bring it closer so you can see. So it's a nice dimpled. I've got it upside down. Easy to turn around if you get it upside down. There we go, that's more like it. It feels pretty good. I mean, it feels like it wouldn't cause much of an issue for side sleepers. I'm going to take my boots off. Oh, that's weird. When you go on it, well, I mean, when you go on it knee, I really didn't think it was going to have as much plump as it does. But yeah, lying sideways on it, my elbow's not touching the floor. I mean, I don't really know. It's not meant to get as cold as I thought it was going to get tonight, so I can't really put it through its paces as much as I would want to. But I did bring I brought a spare reflective underpad just in case, but I don't think I'm going to need it. I mean, I'm quite warm at the minute from setting up, but yeah, it feels really good, and it doesn't crinkle as much as you would think. I don't know if the microphone's picking up a lot of crinkles just because it's right next to it, but to the ear, and it doesn't feel really crinkly. Another thing that I'm quite interested to see though is because when I had the Flux 5, a big problem that I had with it was that it was too slippery, and I'd constantly lose it. I'd wake up freezing, and then I'd have to find it and, you know, wrangle it down and try and get back on it. And then as soon as I got to sleep, I felt like I'd wake up again because it was gone. And it would be solved if they just had little like rubber dots on it, you know, and it might be something you can do yourself with adhesive or even hot glue or something like that. But I don't know, this doesn't feel, it definitely has like a texture to it, so it doesn't feel like it would slip around as much as the Flux 5, but I mean, we'll find out and I'll let you know. This is what I was talking about with the texture. That might be enough. I mean, there is a little bit of resistance to it when you rub your finger on it, but it might not be. We'll see. But for the sake of 7 R rating, you're absolutely golden. I'm on the Flux 7R, getting ready to call it a night. I think it's pretty dark outside. First impressions are it's boiling in here. It's super warm. I don't think it's super warm outside, but I think as soon as you lie on this, for like when you first lie in it, because of the foil, it's a little bit cold. It feels a little bit cold, but then as you lie on it for longer, you can feel your heat get reflected back at you. So yeah, it's looking good so far, but I'll let you know in the morning how we get on, and yeah, I'll catch you then. Good morning. Here we have it. It was good. That's all I really need to say. It was really good. When I first got in there, it just warmed up, and then it was like the longer I stayed on it, the hotter it got. It was so nice. This morning was a bit difficult getting off it because it was so much colder everywhere else. I can see that living up to full winter time. I'm looking forward to give it a proper test out. I just can't get over the price. Like, I did a little bit of research into other 7 R rating mattresses, and some of them you pay like 200 quid for maybe like a 4.5 R rating or something like that. It's just mental to be able to go and get one for 55 quid. I turn that the wrong way every time. 55 quid and you can pick one up. It might just be the best thing you do, so do it. You'd be an idiot not to. It's a unbelievable price, and it does actually work. So let's get the thumbs up from me. Yeah, I mean, I hope you enjoyed that. If anybody has any experiences with it, or if anybody has anything they'd like to say, I'm all ears. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.